and it's back for the first time since the end of 2021, the return of the Titans reviews. What's up, my Century Unit? It's the Centuryman here, so this is my review of the first episode of the second series of Titans, Series 2, Episode 1. The title of this episode is called Trigon. I loved it. I really liked this episode. The one nitpick for me, I think this episode's more like a series finale instead of a series premiere. We got glimpses of what's going to happen in Series 2 with Deathstroke. Going to talk about Deathstroke later on in this review. But on the flip side, love it. They treat this episode like a movie. They really did. I feel like when I watched this episode, this is more of a movie instead of a episode of a TV show. That's just my take of this episode of Titans. I need a drink before we get to reviewing Series 1 of the second series of Titans. Did I say Series 1? I meant Episode 1 of the second series of Titans. We got like Ian Glenn as Bruce Wayne. Also, we're going to talk about him later on, so yeah, like I said, this is more like a series finale, just wrapping up, Series 1 of Titans, you had Dick under the trance of Trigon, and other characters, also like under the spell of Trigon, Corey, Hank, Dove, Donna, Jason, and also we got I like the chemistry in this episode with Jason Todd and Hank. You had Jason driving the the Bat motorcycle inside a Wayne Manor, and then it's funny, I think Jason called Dawn, Dawn. I keep calling Dawn. The name's a bit similar, but Jason called Dawn Babe, and then you had you had Hank laugh a bit, and he said, "What did you say?" I think something about heroes training in wheels. I pass on the heroes on wheels, stuff like that. I like I like the chemistry of Alan Ritchson and what's the guy's name playing Jason Todd, Corinth Walters, man. So I feel like they're in Wayne's Manor, and I think Hank says to Jason, you must be Jason Todd. Yeah, who the hell are you? I think he did the bat, not bat signal, but a gesture, doing the bird. I don't know what he's doing. He's holding he's wearing glasses. You want me to do the bird sounds? And also I kind of like the chemistry of Hank and Jason Todd. It's a shame it's briefly. I wish they do an episode him and Hank and Jason basically trading insults each other. That would be cool. That'd be entertaining. Later on, you had Donner and Corey. They're trying to get into the force field of the house, and I think Jason says, "Cavalry has arrived," and Donna says, "What the fuck is this? Why is he wearing Dick's costume?" And then I think Jason says, "I'm the new Robin." Was it new and improved Robin? And then and Hank says he's the annoying new Robin. And also after they defeat Trigon, we'll get to that later on. I think they're in a news. There was a news report. Basically, a news report reporting the whole situation. And then, Jason shouted, says, "Titans are back, bitches! Woo!" I kind of like that. I think it was the right decision to have Corinth Walters, playing Jason Todd. He made that character work, in my opinion. So anyway, and also you had Hank said to Jason in the end, says, "You're really an asshole, aren't you? You love me, admit that." And then Hank says, "Not gonna happen." I hope they do, and I don't think they did, but in the future, I hope Hank and Jason, I don't know if they got killed. Yeah, he's Red Hood in the third series. I haven't really seen the third series yet, but But it'd be cool if they did like an episode like trading insults. That'd be an entertaining episode. But anyway, let's get back to the serious part. So Trigon's plan is basically make Rachel's heart broken. Like I think it's mean like make Rachel's heart broken. Like have everyone like hurt. You know everything everybody that Rachel cares and loves, basically getting hurt or like having like Dick under the trance. Corey was under the trance. You know they kind of like it's funny. There's one funny line in this episode. I think Donna says if we can't get in, if we never get past the force field, and never get past the force field, never get into the house, we're not gonna find out. And Hank says we should have asked for fucking Superman. Anyway, so and also, actually I'll get to that shortly. There was another funny line, but that'll be later on. But anyway, so they're in their fantasy world, like Dick's fantasy world, like when Batman is out of control, killing the Joker, and killing Batman, and also in Corey's mind, you know, she kills Rachel tells Corey to kill her, and she kind of sets Rachel in flames, you know, and she's nothing more than dust under Trigon's, basically Trigon's trance. And then in Jason's reality, it's just I glad they did the callback to the last series, the last episode, you know, the series finale of series 1 when Dick think that he kills Batman. He end up killing Robin. You know, you can be Robin if you after I'm dead, something like that. You know, I think you're like in that you know he gives Dick the middle finger. And he kills Robin with the gun that kills Batman's parents, you know, Bruce's parents, that's Joe Chill. Do you think Bruce think the gun's loaded? I think, no. I did, and he shot him, and then under the trance. Hank and Dove's fantasy world, instead of like confronting, like, I wish they did a callback of the Hank and Dawn episode, you know, the origin, how they become Hawk and Dove. You know, having Hank's brother and Don's mother together, but instead they're just having like drugs. I'm guessing like one scene, maybe they have been like, maybe the deaths of their brother and mother succumb to them, having, you know, they basically probably on cocaine or some shit. Yeah, they end up being up. I'm guessing like what Trigon says, you know, breaking Rachel's heart. I think like look, he didn't really say that. But he said like, oh, we got oh, your friends are under my trance. You know, you want basically her joining his side, and yeah, he beats up. You know, they end up beating up Gar, and Gar, you know, Gar's not dead. He basically you know, yeah. Rachel said you got help in. Remember Detroit, blah blah blah. She didn't really say blah blah blah, but he thought like, oh, you know, Dick is Dick again, but instead grabbing Gar by the throat, instead of crushing his neck, snapping his neck like a twig, no, he threw him into the I think it was a bookcase or the shelf full of like plates, or was it memorial plates? The one good, also he turns into a snake. He turns into a snake in this episode. The one nitpick about Gar in series 1, he's never like he always turned into a tiger. People want to see Beast Boy as Beast Boy. You know, yeah, you know, maybe for that, like, oh, never work in live action. But I think it could work in live action. You know, having Beast Boy, Garfield Logan turn into other animals. You know, he turned into a snake. And also, yeah, and also you thought like Gar is dead. You know, Trigon ripping the heart out of Rachel's chest. I thought like she's dead, but instead he kind of turned Rachel's heart into a gem, put it in her forehead, like, you know, got her under a trance. You thought Trigon won, but instead Gar turned back to he was a snake, and then he touched Rachel's like hand, and Rachel's got her memories back. You know, of her memories between her and Gar. I don't really see in the Dick Grayson's episode. You know, there's like had Rachel and Gar as a couple. I don't really see them as a couple. They're not really going into. They're not really like. I don't see them being in a love interest storyline. they're more like brother or sister, you know. But so, you know, your guard says just remember me, and he and she did, you know. I think I said in my previous episodes of series one of Titans that Rachel's not gonna get killed off. It's just her becoming Raven, leaving the past like with her, like leaving like forget the past, focus on the future. And also, Rachel's mom Angela got killed off. You know, she kind of like I thought that she was in cahoots. Yeah, I think she was in cahoots with Trigon, and you know, Trigon revealed his like alien self. Actually, he's a demon. Actually, he's demon self. You know, with the horns and the eyes, coming down, leaving the house, and I think Angela says, "So we begin," and Trigon says, "Housekeeping first," and then you know, and Angela says, "I don't understand. That's the problem." That's Trigon says, "You never did," and snap her neck. Yeah, it's the yeah, and also like yeah, and before we get to that, I'll mention that a bit shortly. So yeah, and Rachel managed to like broke away from Trigon's spell, got into Dick's head. Dick still thought he killed Batman. Yeah, and also like in the episode, yeah, in this episode, I think he said to like Rachel in his mind or her mind, it's one or the other, that what's with the new look? And then Rachel says, I can ask her the same question. You know, you told me about get away from the dark side, and you thought like, yeah, he managed to get him out of the spell, going into his mind, reconnect, and also like says, yeah, he says like, oh, the real Dick never killed Batman. I think like Dick says, I can dream about this for 12 years, but in reality, he would never truly kill Batman. Maybe unless Batman's so, I don't know, fucked up, and like I don't know if I don't really know, but he'll never. Yeah, maybe it has to do with his maybe this Robin side. It's being Robin. It's taking his toll physically and mentally, like Hank. You know, Hank's becoming a superhero is taking toll of his body and mind. But they kind of like reenact of the day. Yeah, Rachel like said about the dream that really got us here. How this all began. You know, the circus, the flying Graysons. You know, I think he said like if I die, you know, if I die here, I die in real life. You know, basically the acrobat act in the this episode. Yeah, you know, instead of having her going to do a trapezius act and she doing the same thing as the parents died. You know, Dick's parents died, and Dick able to save her, and the spell kind of came out from the trance, came out of the trance. The others never came from the trance. They're basically, you know, after, and also and also another nitpick for me is like I wish they have like a proper fight between Trigon and Raven, or Rachel actually. I think Rachel being the one who defeats Trigon was the right decision. I think Rachel, I said in my series 1 review of Titans, I'm going to say again, I think Rachel is the MVP of series 1. She's the architect. I'm not using no pun to Seth Rollins' his old nickname, but she is the architect of this she's the architect of the group, you know, how, you know, keeping the group together, you know, she is the one. She said to like Trigon, you should thank me, or thanks, for what, you know, to knowing who's my real family is. And I think he said like, you know, says genetic is destiny. I don't think he's killed. I'm guessing like he sent her. I don't think he killed her. I kept saying kill her. I don't think he killed him. I think he sent him back to his own world. So he said like I can take care for myself. Instead of Rachel seeing her mom's body, you know, basically Trigon snapped his neck. I'm guessing like in the early parts of the episode, like she said like use me. I'm guessing at this moment in time you can tell Rachel doesn't need her mom and dad. She can take care on her own. You know, I think it's a waste of time. Not a waste of time. I think they wasted an opportunity having like. I wish they did like a Harry Potter references, because in series 2 of the first series they did a lot of Game of Thrones references. You know, you had Rachel marking out of Game of Thrones, and you had Colleen Colleen Dawn's Khaleesi. She's got like Denny Targaryen. That's Emilia Clarke's character in Game of Thrones with the blonde hair. I think her hair is really brunette. Yeah, that's Mika. Was it Mika? What's it called? Mika Kelly. But anyway, so and also they did call back from previous episodes, like I think it was episode 5. I can't remember. It's been a long time. It's been months since the end of 2021 since I reviewed the rest of series 1 of Titans. Garth said to Dick, are we gonna meet Batman? We got this in this episode. He said like, are we gonna meet Batman? And Dick says no. We're gonna Superman. Are you seriously? No. Man, it'd be cool if they, have Batman and Superman in tie-ins. They're not gonna happen, but it'd be cool to have, like Gar having his fanboy moments. Man, they got to do some fanboy moments of these characters. Have that entertaining side. That'd be cool. But that's not gonna like it. Yeah, yeah. So yeah, it's just wrapping up series 2. Yeah, it's just wrapping up series 1. Yeah, the glances of series 2 is Deathstroke, seeing like Jason Todd showing like, we're back, bitches, woo! Yeah, you can tell he is the villain of series series 2. Series 1 is Trigon. He only appeared in the final 2 episodes of series 1. I don't know much about this Slade in this episode, in this show. I've seen the Manu Bennett's version of Deathstroke in Arrow, and I think he appeared in Legends of Tomorrow as a guest star. But anyway, haven't seen the rest of series 2 yet. I don't have an opinion on the character. I think his slaves or his henchmen says so. We're back in business. So anyway, so I don't know who plays the Deathstroke in this show. And also, so before we get to the rest of this episode, someone commented in the Dick Grayson's episode in my review of the series finale episode of series 1 of Titans. Someone says, it's not meant to be a series finale. The original plans had 13 episodes. I don't think it's 13 episodes for me. I think they're better off doing like a series. I don't know. I think they're better off doing like a. I think they should have stick to 12. Don't do 22 episodes. That'd be very boring. When you're growing up, you thought you want more, but when you get older, it's really boring of a TV show with 22 episodes. Sorry. I think like less is more, but yeah. But anyway, let's get back to the rest of the review of series 2 of the first episode of the second series. So I'm speaking too fast, by the way. So anyway, and also the end of this episode, you had the show kind of pay tribute to a guy called Warren Appleby. I think he was. Also, he was the guy in this episode. He was playing this guy, basically, in Donna's like trance. She thought she went back in time, like her dad died in a house fire or flat fire, apartment fire. He confronted the guy who did it, and then this guy says, I can't help it. I like seeing things burning. And then Donna says, what is it he says? You're going to arrest me? And Donna says, no. And seeing like, he's like, yeah, eyes with the eyes shadowing. Wow, like, what? She could be a fucking, she's like fit to be a goth. She's got the dark eyes, the dark hair, and she's got the pale skin. She could be a goth, but she's Wonder Girl. In one universe, she can't. It'll be a cool in the other universe. Donna Troy is a goth. She's got dark hair, dark eyes. It's just like in the pale skin. So anyway, so to wrap up this episode review, this moment with Dick go to Wayne Manor to meet with Bruce Wayne, played by Ian Glenn. I don't know, I'm not a big fan of Ian Glenn as Bruce Wayne. The one nitpick about him, I heard people like criticize the Ian Glenn's Bruce Wayne, that his American accent sucked. He's American. He just like I don't know. It's the wrong cast of him. His American accent sucks. You know, he's I think he's Scottish or Irish. I think he's Scottish or Irish. Maybe Scottish. He's basically like his accent kind of starting to give out in this conversation between him and Dick. You know, they got that heart to heart moment to bury the hatchet. Basically, you know what Dick said to Bruce. You know what best for me. You know, the training. You know, focus on other than my anger and my parents. Blah blah blah. And basically says he kind of put praise on, and also Bruce says about Bruce said to Dick, he says, you're with your old Titans friends and you made some new ones. I'm guessing like Dick formed the Titans before he met like Corey, Gar and Rachel. You know, with I think it's with I think it's with Hank, Dawn, and Donna. You know. Anyway, so they kind of, and also I think Bruce says, if you need anything, let me know. And he said, what about San Francisco? On one condition, they go into the new lair. I thought it's gonna be like I thought they're gonna go into the T. I'm guessing they're not gonna live in a giant T. You know, it's a callback to the original Teen Titans show. And also, no, I don't like Teen Titans Go. That show's shit. But I don't know. They don't show you the actual building of their hideout. I think they're trying to keep it a secret. I think like they're not gonna. Yeah, they just got San Francisco instead of a giant city. Maybe it doesn't work just because it worked in comics and live action. Not live action, but in comics and anime cartoons doesn't mean it's gonna work in live action. But it looks cool. You know, you had Rachel with her new hairdo. You know. It's I think the last series it was purple, now it's blue. I'm guessing the next series, this series is not gonna get away from Rachel because that series 1 is all about Rachel, but this one's gonna be something else. Like I said, I've never seen series 2 yet. I'm doing it. It's been months. Because I'm reviewing Ms. Marvel. That probably take me in July. This series 2 of Titans that probably take me until August. Probably the beginning of August, throughout July, so who knows? I might do a double review. It's similar to what I did with my Moon Knight episodes. I did review episode 1 and episode 2 in one video. I might do that with with one of these episodes of series 2 of Time. So you see Jason's hard with the training facility, and Garth seeing I think it's the way they put their outfits. Like I said, like Bruce says about the with the old Titans friends, you can tell Dick formed the old Titans. That is that's him as Robin, that's Dick. You had Hank, Dawn, and Donna. Yeah, some people compare him to some people compare Donna Troy to Gal Gadot's Wonder Woman. You can tell she is taking the mantle of Wonder Woman. You can tell this show is not part of the DCEU. There's some rumors that show could be related. There's major rumors they can put this show into the CW slot. In that, I don't think they're gonna fit in that CW show. I don't know, man. I don't think so. I think if they go into that CW part, if they be a CW show, I'm trying to say, I think they have to toe down their shit. They can't not toe down their shit. They have to toe down a bit of the violence. They cannot say fuck, because in the CW shows, they just cannot say fuck. Same as the Marvel shows. I don't get why they don't say fuck in the MCU and not the DCU. But the MCU and other Marvel shows, you just cannot say fuck. X-Men allowed saying fuck. Deadpool saying fuck. Anyway, so that's my spiel in it. But I think that's it. I think I covered most of it. I covered it. So I'm gonna wrap this up. So this was a good episode. This episode for me, treat it like a movie. I feel like this is a movie, an hour-long movie, instead of a TV show. I I don't get that in. I didn't really get that in Series 1. Series 1 was good. There's no bad consistency in Series 1. You know, I think these episodes turn out to be good to great episodes, but they didn't feel like a movie. This episode, I feel like I'm watching a movie. The pacing is good. It's not boring. It's just like really compelling. I guarantee not all episodes of Series 2 is not going to be the same, but who knows? So yeah, I hope you enjoyed this episode review of Titans. Leave your thoughts in the comment section below. Smash like button, click the bell, click the like, subscribe to the Central Man Network on YouTube. Be part of the Central Unit for more wrestling videos and more. The Titans reviews. I'm doing the Miss Marvel episode reviews on Saturday. I'm gonna do this on Mondays. Yeah, every Mondays. Actually, technically not every Mondays. Depending, there's gonna be a pay-per-view, whether it's a WWE pay-per-view review or an AEW pay-per-view review. It's one or the other. It'll be on a Tuesday. It's sometimes on a Monday, sometimes on a Tuesday. So stay tuned for that. So anyway, this is Essential Man officially signing out. Check you later, folks.